Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Keown says he was worried about Zinchinko after summer Arsenal move. Martin Keown has admitted to much of the day that he was a little worried about how Alexander Zinchenko would fare defensively following his move to Arsenal, but labeled his display against Bournemouth pure class. The Gunners are absolutely flying at the start of this season. Mikel Arteta's men topped the Premier League table after winning their opening three games. The progress the side have made has been frightening. And one of the signings who has been in amazing form is Zinchinko. The Ukrainian has started all three games at left back, and it's almost as if he has been playing for the Gunners for several years now. The transition has been seamless. The progress the side have made has been frightening. Zinchinko, absolute class, he really is. He told much of the day. It's another level now for these young players to aspire to what he does on that left hand side of the pitch. I was a bit worried about him when he first came about defensively. He didn't get much of a preseason, but looked how assured he is. That is pure class, nothing ruffles him. He is giving Arsenal a level of control. I feel he is a real game controller, certainly on that left hand side. Like Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko was desperately unlucky not to feature more for Manchester City before his departure. His quality is certainly shining through now. The pair look absolutely determined to make the most of their opportunities, and as Keown suggests, they are helping to raise the standards at the Emirates. Of course, Arsenal are going to face tougher tasks this season, so this side will be wary of getting carried away, but there is absolutely no question that something exciting could be happening at Arsenal, and Zinchenko has been absolutely crucial to that. William Saliba reacts to new Arsenal chant. William Saliba was left beaming after he was surrounded by Arsenal fans both during and after the Gunners' stamping 3-0 win over Bournemouth on Saturday evening. Saliba impressed as Mikel Arteta's side surged to the top of the Premier League table following a routine victory on the South Coast. The French defender even managed to mark the occasion with his first ever Gunners goal, a sweet first-time strike from the edge of the box that sealed the points for the Londoners, who had taken a 2-0 lead into the break, courtesy of a brace from Martin Odegaard. But even though Arsenal's new captain Odegaard stole the show in the first half, it was Saliba who was receiving all the love from the visiting fans. The Gunners' faithful managed to adapt the champs' hit Tequila to fit in Saliba's name, and the catchy tune ended up providing the backdrop for the one-sided clash. A delighted Saliba was seen smiling at the end of the match after being surrounded again by the travelling fans, and Arteta revealed after the match that the tune had gone down a storm with the rest of the Arsenal squad too, the Spaniard told Sky Sports. The boys were already singing it in the dressing room after the game yesterday. It's a good song. Saliba's stunning second half strike was the perfect way for the 21-year-old to cap his sensational start to the season. Arsenal fans have had to wait 3 years for a glimpse of the highly rated defender, who has been farmed out on loan to France 3 times since joining the Londoners, but Saliba has finally been integrated into Arteta's first team plans after a stunning campaign at Marseille last year, and he has looked the part for Arsenal, who are now out on their own at the summit of the Premier League after starting the season with 3 consecutive victories. Martin Odegaard makes mockery of Rio Ferdinand after message in a group chat. Martin Odegaard responded in the perfect manner after Rio Ferdinand raised concerns about how he will adapt to life as Arsenal captain. Odegaard was appointed Gunners' skipper this summer following the exit of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexandre Lacazette. While the playmaker is young to be entrusted with such responsibility, he has already proved his leadership ability as he wears the armband for Norway. Nonetheless, Ferdinand feared the pressure of being captain of one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League could have a detrimental impact on the former Real Madrid prodigy. The Manchester United legend told his vibe with 5 YouTube channel, "Yep, the captain's armband weighed heavy. I said that in the group chat. It could be a different Odegaard this year." Despite Ferdinand's concerns, Odegaard is thriving as Arsenal skipper and enjoyed a brilliant start to the season, playing key roles in the victories over Crystal Palace and Leicester. He's going from strength to strength with the North London club and struck twice in the first half of Saturday evening's clash with Bournemouth. His first goal was a simple tap in after Gabriel Martinelli's shot was saved into his path. His second was a powerful, sweeping shot after Gabriel Jesus' touch fell kindly for him in the penalty area. Odegaard will be delighted to have combined with Jesus after talking up the importance of his fledgling partnership with Arsenal's new number 9. I know that it's important that I build a good understanding with Gabriel Jesus early as well. He wrote in the program notes for the Leicester fixture. Against Palace, we didn't have too many combinations, but he did play me in for the chance in the second half. I should have taken a shot and that have been a great start for us together. But I think our combination play was really good in pre-season and we have a great connection in training too. I enjoy so much playing with him, so hopefully we can see more of that in the next games. Mikel Arteta says that top of the table doesn't mean anything after Bournemouth win. After losing to Brentford at the beginning of last season, an away trip to Bournemouth yesterday was a potential banana skin for Arsenal, but there were no mistakes made at the Vitality Stadium. Arsenal are full of confidence, and that was made clear as West Team rolled over Bournemouth to get 3 wins in a row at the beginning of the season for the first time since 2003. In fact, the game was practically over after the first 11 minutes as Captain Odegaard scored 2 goals to put the game beyond the reach of the Cherries. Of course, Mikel Arteta was very happy, but still thinks the team has room for improvement. I am very happy. It's really difficult to come here and win 3-0, so credit to the boys, the way we played, especially the way we started the game and continued to play. It's not easy, and we have a good example when they played Aston Villa, how different the game was and how different the game became in some parts of the second half as well. At the same time, we have to look at ourselves and in many areas we can still get much better. Arteta was then asked how it felt to be top of the league after our first 3 games, but he prefers the player to keep their feet on the ground and just concentrate on our next game. It's just 3 games, it doesn't mean anything. There are still other teams that have to play. What it means is that we have managed to win 3 games, that we are scoring goals, keeping clean sheets, the team is playing and performing well, competing really well, but it's about Monday, start training again and start to get better at the other things that we have to do as well and focus on Fulham. Nicolas Pepe makes feelings on Arsenal clear as he's left out amid transfer talks. Nicolas Pepe is reportedly keen on cutting his nightmare stint at Arsenal short amid transfer interest from France. Pepe became the Gunners' record signing when he arrived in North London from Lille in a £72 million deal back in the summer of 2019, but the 27-year-old has struggled to live up to expectations at the Emirates Stadium and has been linked with a cut price exit in recent weeks, and the Ivory Coast international appears to be on the brink of a return to France after Mikel Arteta left Pepe out of the Arsenal's squad for Saturday evening's trip to Bournemouth in the wake of substantial interest from Nice. According to The Athletic, Pepe is keen on leaving the club as the Gunners continue to discuss a season-long loan with Nice, who are eager to acquire the winger's services for the upcoming season. Pepe has netted just 27 times in 112 appearances since moving to Arsenal and has become a peripheral figure under Arteta in recent months. The former Lille man have failed to feature in either of Arsenal's 2 Premier League matches so far this term before he was excluded from the squad that made the trip to the South Coast on Saturday evening. After reports of Nice's interest broke before the weekend, Arteta hinted that Pepe was poised to leave the club before the transfer deadline on September 1 on Friday, but refused to confirm that anything was imminent. Arsenal have strengthened their squad significantly once again this summer in a bid to end their multi-year absence from the Champions League, but the club are still in the market for another wide player. However, any deal was expected to hinge on the future of Pepe. In the wake of Pepe's uncertain future, the Gunners have been linked with a string of potential attacking targets who could replace the underwhelming star. Arsenal could now pay £20 million for Neymar-like talent Mykhailo Mudryk. According to Mediafoot Marseille, Arsenal are among the teams keen on signing Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk. The left winger is said to be one of the most sought after players in Ukraine, and the report from Mediafoot Marseille dubs him as being similar in playing style to Brazilian star Neymar. It's claimed that any offer from Arsenal will need to be around the £20 million mark at least, with Mudryk under contract until 2026. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has been speaking this week about the potential to sign another new player before the window closes in around 10 days' time. A winger is said to be on high on his list of priorities, so Mudryk is a nice fit in that sense for the Gunners. Still only 21, Mudryk fits in well with the sort of signing Arteta has been making in recent times. If Arsenal could pull this one off late in the day, then it would round off a quite brilliant window for the Gunners, in which they have strengthened it in most positions. Mudryk is high on the list of a top young talents in Europe, and the situation in Ukraine could mean Arsenal have a relatively easy run at signing him in pure footballing terms. The Gunners are known to want a new winger, and in Mudryk they'd be getting yet another exciting young player who could really well get Arsenal fans off their seats. Youri Tielemans left out of starting 11 amid reports he will join Arsenal. Arsenal and Youri Tielemans are being mentioned in the same breath again after Leicester opted to leave the Belgian out of their starting 11 against Southampton yesterday. Tielemans has been a target for Arsenal for the entire window, but as yet, no move has materialized for the classy playmaker. However, talk has continued up to as recent as this week that Arsenal are still more than keen on signing Tielemans, with a move before the window shuts in 10 days not ruled out. And interestingly, Leicester have added fuel to the fire on that story yesterday by leaving Tielemans out against the Saints. Brendan Rodgers has opted to go without the Belgian, and he's also left out Wesley Fofana, who's said to be wanting a move to Chelsea before the transfer window slams shut. For Arsenal fans, the news of Tielemans being left out will intrigue them. He is a player who in the main, Gunners fans feel can be a bit hit at the club. Indeed, Mikel Arteta has been speaking this week about adding yet more quality to his squad, and Tielemans fits the bill in many ways. It hasn't half dragged on this one. Tielemans has been on his way out all summer, and there is talk he's become a frustrated figure over the move to Arsenal not happening. There does seem to be an inevitability about Tielemans moving on from Leicester, and with Rodgers now leaving him out yesterday, it will only increase that speculation. For Arsenal, if they do sign Tielemans, then it will be a long journey, well worth it. He is a quality operator and has been labelled as being incredible for his efforts with the Foxes. The next week or so then will be interesting. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.